de forward van Zorg, Zekerheid Leiden basketbal, Jibbe Sicking. En na de Europa Cup wedstrijd tegen Oradea. Jibbe, hoe kijk je terug op de wedstrijd?
Ik vind dat we best wel goed hebben gespeeld. De eerste kwart kwamen we een beetje achter, toen zijn we teruggekomen. Hebben we eigenlijk volgens mij heel de wedstrijd een beetje met 2 puntjes voorgestaan de hele tijd. En dan ja, de laatste paar minuten geven we het eigenlijk niet weg, maar zij spelen goed. Wij krijgen geen aanval meer, kunnen geen paas maken. En dan toch door een paar kleine dingen geven we het een beetje weg, soort van, of zij komen voor. Ja.
Hoe kijk je terug op je eigen wedstrijd?
Ik ben blij dat ik zoveel heb gespeeld, dat vind ik erg leuk. Ik vind dat ik het best prima heb gedaan. Natuurlijk heb ik echt een soort open layupje wel half gemist. Vrije worp had ingemogen, een paar meer rebounds. Voor de rest vind ik dat ik best wel solide heb verdedigd en rebounds gepakt, gewoon gespeeld. Prima.
Ja, je bent heel gevaarlijk ook rond de ringen. Je bent natuurlijk redelijk lang, je hebt lange armen. Misschien nog niet helemaal alle massa die je uiteindelijk gaat ontwikkelen. Maar hoe kan het zo dat je zo gevaarlijk bent, ook in de paint?
Ja, weet ik echt niet. Ik heb een beetje center gespeeld vroeger, maar dat kwam omdat ik gewoon heel lang was. Dus daar heb ik een klein beetje ervaring op gedaan. Maar voor de rest heb ik eigenlijk altijd inside als guard meer gespeeld. Dus ik zou het eigenlijk niet weten, maar een beetje dat. Ik heb 1 jaartje een beetje center gespeeld, een beetje big, dus misschien daar een beetje.
Hij komt heel goed uit de verf. Je hebt je eerste seizoen hier in Leiden. Ja, het seizoen tot nu toe, we zijn, wat is het, een maandje of 2 zo ongeveer bezig. Ja, hoe vind je dat het seizoen gaat voor jezelf?
Ik heb het heel erg naar mijn zin. Vooral op training leer ik heel erg veel. Die jongens die helpen me heel positief. Dus als ik iets fout doe, is niet van Jibbe, waarom doe je het slecht? Maar hey, probeer volgende keer dit en dit, dus dat is heel fijn. Ik vind dat ik veel kansen krijg. Ik maak er niet optimaal gebruik van tot nu toe. Soms vind ik niet dat ik top speel en zo. Maar ik heb het heel erg naar mijn zin en natuurlijk we winnen, dus dat is top.
Wat zijn dingen in je eigen game waar je nog aan wil werken? Het zij op de training inderdaad, of met hulp van de coach, van de veterans, van de staf, of misschien individuele dingetjes?
Ik ben een beetje mijn schot aan het veranderen de laatste tijd, dus daardoor is het een beetje wisselvallend. Af en toe schiet ik een hele gekke airbal en zo. Maar ja, daar ben ik heel hard aan het werken. En voor de rest, ja, natuurlijk sterker worden. Ik weeg niet zo heel veel, ik ben dun vergeleken met andere grote forwards. En gewoon mentaal het spelletje, hoe slim zijn, dingen lezen, daar moet ik echt beter in worden.
Hele goede ambities. We vragen ook eigenlijk altijd wel aan spelers, heb je al iets van onze mooie binnenstad kunnen zien? Of ben je alleen maar aan het trainen en aan het eten en aan het fitnessen?
Ik woon nog in Amsterdam, dus ik ga eigenlijk elke dag heen en weer met de trein.
Amsterdam,
Nee, maar ik heb wel met mijn vriendin ben ik een paar dagen in Leiden geweest. Ik vind de binnenstad heel leuk. Voorschoten, niks naar voorschoten, maar het is niet super spannend. Daar heb ik een appartementje met TJ waar ik tussen de middag verblijf. Maar tot nu toe vind ik Leiden heel leuk. Maar ik heb nog niet heel veel gezien, moet ik eerlijk zeggen. Moet ik even beter doen.
Dus je volledig vergeven, Jibbe. Ja, jullie gaan nou weer in de B-Next in, hè? Onder andere in Bemmel aanstaande zondag. Ja, wat zijn je verwachtingen zo voor de B-Next competitie voor Leiden? Waar gaan jullie op focussen de komende weken?
Dat vind ik een moeilijke. De coach zei net dat we de film van deze wedstrijd gingen terugkijken om een paar dingen te verbeteren. En bijvoorbeeld simpele dingetjes als we hebben volgens mij 4 backdoors opgegeven, zo van dezelfde persoon, van nummer 3. Dat soort dingen kunnen we niet 4 keer laten gebeuren, een keertje kan. Dus dat soort simpele dingen gewoon beter worden. En 1-tegen-1 defense denk ik als team moet echt wel een beetje beter.
Hartstikke goede focusfeer om als team nog verder te verbeteren. Hartstikke leuk om je van dichtbij te zien, om je vandaag aan het werk te zien. Jibbe Sicking, hartstikke lekker gespeeld tegen Oradea in de Europe Cup. En veel succes zondag in Bemmel.
Heel erg bedankt, dank u wel.
Here with the shooting guard of Zorg, Zekerheid Leiden basketball, Mr. Tajion Jones. Tajion, first game in the second round of the Euro Cup. How do you look back on today's game?
Definitely look at it as a learning experience. We could have had a really good chance to win that game, but made some risky plays in the end and kind of gave them some free points, especially that one in transition. But definitely a learning experience and something we're going to look back on, especially in video or film, the next couple of days and learn from it and try to win the next ones for sure.
Coach was telling me it's a mixed emotion because you can be really proud because they're really strong, deep bench, experienced team, huge budget. You almost won, but then, you lost. So what feeling is dominant? Or is it just a mixture?
For me, I'm a sore loser, so I'm pretty upset about it. So for me, it's not good feeling, but, just can't dwell on it. We got a game Sunday, so we got to move on and try to get the next one.
You had a magnificent comeback in the second quarter and you took control in the third. You showed some really, really nice signs there with your own offensive game, doing it all, rebounding. How would you describe that middle phase of the game, the way you were playing yourself today?
Just being aggressive. My coach always telling me to be aggressive. So I mean, when I am aggressive, I can make a couple plays for the team, help rebound, stuff like that. Especially being a guard, but just being aggressive. That's really how that second and third quarter went for me. Just when you're aggressive, good things happen. If you're passive, it's not. So being aggressive.
And like you said, you're a sore loser at the same time. You're a professional. There's a next game coming up. Do you have any kind of ritual or way to take your mind off it, or just to focus on the next one, or will it just take a day or two?
Probably sleep on it. Probably go back and watch it myself again, watch the whole game, and then see what I did, see what I can do better, and after that, get ready for the next one. I usually go back and rewatch the games and see what I can do better for the next game. So.
I'm almost wondering, maybe you meet some Americans, on other teams that maybe you have some kind of connection with, or people through and through, or you know this guy and he knows a guy, or does it ever happen that you meet somebody on the opponent team, you talk to them, or just stay focused for your own team only?
I usually stay focused, but if it's like a long time, I might talk to them for a little bit. But I only know a couple other guys over here myself. One's Lithuania, the other one's in the French league. So that's the only couple ones I know. One plays for Germany too. So, but yeah, I usually talk to them a little bit, but I usually just stay focused for the most part of the game.
Fantastic, Tajion. You have an important game coming up in the next league. Final question, I asked this of Jibbe as well. Are there specific things that you as a team are focusing on to go to this final, the second phase of the domestic phase of the B-Next League as a team?
Just taking the same approach we did in the first phase. We know we're gonna. Since last year, I know they always say they got a target on their back this year. So, and then we kind of got off to a good start in the first phase. So we definitely know the teams are gonna try to beat us the second time around. So keep our same approach and actually play a little bit harder, because it's not gonna be just as easy. Well, not easy. It wasn't easy at all, but just keep playing, just doing the things we've been doing, sticking to our same routine.
Fantastic, Tajion. Look forward to seeing you again on Sunday. Congratulations again on a really good game today in the Europe Cup.
Thank you.
Here with the head coach of Zorg and Zekerheid Leiden basketball, Mr. Doug Spradley. Coach, first game in the second round of the Europe Cup. What are your thoughts about tonight's game?
First of all, congratulations to our opponents. They made some tough shots down the stretch, and we unfortunately didn't. I thought they dominated the fourth quarter. We weren't in any type of rhythm in the fourth quarter. I think, to be honest with you, I think we were a little bit tired. But that's going to happen with our rotation. And, I told the guys before the game and I told them after the game, if we want to beat a team of this caliber, we have to have everyone working together. And unfortunately, we had a couple players that didn't have their best nights tonight. That happens. But it's tough when you're playing against such a strong team if you don't have your best stuff.
Coach, you had a tough start and then you came all the way back. You took the lead for quite a good portion of the game. Can you take us back to the start and then to the middle phase of the game?
Like I said, I don't think we were mentally ready. Whether it's sickness or a couple other things that has happened yesterday and today, it's still a factor that you have to put everything behind you, and when we get on the court, you have to be ready to play. And they were ready. We weren't. We did a good job coming back into it. Also a good job controlling it. But in the fourth quarter, we lost our composure. We let their aggressiveness take us out of our systems, and we gave up too many easy penetrations and over-helped when we didn't need to help. And it happens. Like I said, I think everyone gave and tried as hard as they could, but to beat a team like this with 6 foreigners and you got to play 100%, and we didn't do it.
I'm not sure if you did get a lot of opportunities to watch video of the team, but if you did, what are some of the things, you mentioned a few already, but that you try to take away, and to what extent did you succeed? Because maybe on some fronts, because you were in the game for a long time, you did succeed in taking away what they are good at.
Well, we wanted to try to keep the ball on one side of the court, and that was our first main goal. And the first 5-6 minutes, we didn't do a very good job of it. And they took advantage of it. They got a lot of easy little pick and roll, pick and short pocket shots. We made a few adjustments. We started getting it, being more aggressive, and then it started working. It was amazing. Unfortunately, we couldn't keep that up throughout the course. And we knew the firepower, what the point guard had, and we knew the firepower, what number one had, their 2 leading scorers. And they were able to give them rest and stay in the game, and then they came back in and took over. And but again, we still had a chance. I still say with our constellation, the way our team is put together, that to give these guys a game like we did, we should be very proud. But it is frustrating because we did have a chance to win.
Final question, Coach. We talked about this before. Apart from Roeland, you have a really young team with rookie Americans, so to say, but also a guy like Jibbe who got some nice playing time, did well today. What does it mean for a young team like yours to be at this level in the final 16 of the Europe Cup this season?
Well, I think if someone would have said we would make it at the beginning, they'd probably look at you like you're crazy. But we got incredible heart. The team fights. We saw that last year with the constellation. I think when our Americans finally learn to stabilize and not be yo-yos out there, that'll even make us better. And then with the minutes that Jibbe gets, all I want is for him to be productive. He doesn't have to score, but he's got to play defense. He's got to rebound, run the court, and if he scores, I always look at that as a bonus. But I thought he did a great job substituting in for Luke in the first half with his 2 fouls. He wasn't mentally really ready to play, in my opinion, and that can happen. But he came out and played better in the second half. But these minutes what the younger players get, hopefully they're going to help us down the stretch.
Thanks so much for your generous time, Coach Spradley. Good luck in Bemmel this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. That's the next one, huh?
As far as I know.
We get an extra day, but there we have 1 day less for the travel to Varese. So, we'll be ready for the game hopefully on Sunday, and that's the next important game. So, let's do it.
See you around then. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, bye-bye.